Welcome to Primetime, everybody. I'm your host, Hunter Chambliss, and I'm joined by my co-host, Chad and Carrie. How's it going, guys?
It's going great.
Yeah.
Super Bowl's on. I wasn't going to watch, and then I turned it on. It's a pretty interesting game so far.
I don't even know who's playing, so of course I'm not watching it.
Hunter says, "What's a football?"
Well, what is a football? Exactly.
It's
So
too complicated, buddy.
it really is, especially talking international football. And then it gets really confusing.
Yeah.
But off of that topic, we are doing Horror Jeopardy 2, another game. I am super excited to get into this, how it works. I have a Jeopardy board brought up, which I'll bring up right now, with 5 categories: movie release dates, zombies, horror taglines, horror comedies, and horror actors, all ranking from 100 to 500 points. Chad and Carrie will be competing against each other. And instead of shouting the names, I just need you guys to write down your answers at the exact same time. Whoever gets it right will gain those amount of points. All right. Whoever has the most points at the end of all of the questions will be the winner.
I just have one thing to say.
What's up?
Hunter, you're going down.
You're not facing me.
This isn't about the game. You're just going down in general, okay?
Fair. All right. So, Chad and Carrie will alternate by picking.
This is weird. Let's try to fix this angle.
Sorry.
It's just
No.
like I'll scoot in a little bit more, but I'm gonna banter. I'm gonna grab some water.
All right. So, I guess we will start with Carrie to allow her to pick the
Yeah.
first category and the point value, and then we'll alternate over to Chad and just after this question.
Movie release dates for 100.
All right. So, we'll do that once Chad gets back. So I have seen a lot of the Super Bowl trailers. Most of them look very interesting, especially the Deadpool one. So, Chad, are you ready to go? All right. Movie release dates for 100. Your question is: the remakes of My Bloody Valentine and Friday the 13th came out in this year.
Both starring a star from Supernatural.
Yep. All right. Are both answers in?
I got one
Minus.
in, yeah.
All right. Carrie
2009.
and Chad.
That's also what I said.
The correct answer is 2009.
Oh, should we
So
be
you
saying
both-
what?
You both gain 100 points.
Doesn't matter.
Thank you.
All right, Chad, your turn to pick a category.
Let's do the horror comedies in 100.
Horror comedies for 100. Your question is: natives of a small, isolated town defend themselves against strange underground creatures which are killing them one by one in this 90s film. All right. You both in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chad
I said Tremors.
and Carrie.
I also said Tremors.
Tremors is correct. What is Tremors? All right. Back to Carrie for her next selection.
Zombies for 100.
Zombies for 100. Your question is: this famous director directed the 90s zombie horror film Brain Dead. I'm not going to be stingy on the Jeopardy style of answering, so just answer how you will.
I guess we could
All
just both write what is at the top of our board. And
It doesn't matter. We're just here to have fun. Both answers in?
yes.
All right, Carrie
Peter Jackson.
Oh shit!
and Chad.
I said Jackson Peter. No, I said Peter Jackson.
Correct answer is who is Peter Jackson?
Tied.
All right. Yep, you're tied 300 apiece. Back over to Chad.
Let's do horror comedies 200.
Horror comedies 200. Your question is Joel Schumacher directed this 1987 horror comedy. I had fun writing these questions. All right, we go to Chad
I said The Lost Boys.
and Carrie.
I said the Monster Squad.
The correct answer is The Lost Boys.
Thank you.
Chad gains a 200-point lead. We move it back over to Carrie.
Movie release dates for 200.
All right, movie release dates for 200. Your question is Robert Rodriguez directed From Dusk Till Dawn. Hold on 1 second.
I guess we should, while we're waiting for Hunter.
Yes.
There was a Super Bowl commercial that was horror related, which was A Quiet Place Day One.
Yeah.
With
I heard it was delayed, but if they're still marketing it, then it can't be delayed that much.
was it delayed till next year?
That's what I heard, but
I think
you
that
know.
I've heard that too.
Either way, I'm excited to see it when it comes out. It looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
Didn't it have Lupita Nyong'o in it?
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
Someone else. Too.
Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay.
All right. Carrie, what is your answer?
Board 1997.
And Chad.
I said 1992.
Correct answer is 1996.
Oh, wow. We
Oh,
danced
So
around it a little
close.
bit.
All right. We are back to Chad for his next selection.
Horror actors 100.
Horror actors 100. Your question is this actor is famous for portraying the Cenobite Pinhead in the Hellraiser franchise. He will indeed tear your soul apart. There are so many of these movies. It's crazy. There's like 9 of them, I think, at this point. And
yeah.
7 of them went straight to DVD.
Yeah. And they're
All right.
really not good at all.
The first one is great, and then the remake
yeah.
is really good.
Yeah, I think like the first 2 or 3 are good.
I've
And the
only
remake.
seen
To be
like
fair,
in the remake.
the 7th one has a young Henry Cavill in it, though,
Nice.
Oh, okay.
which is very interesting. All right, do you guys have your answers?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Carrie
I have no idea.
and Chad.
Dude, I just thought his name started with a D, so I just said David.
I was thinking David too.
Oh, so close. It does start with a D. It's who is Doug Bradley?
Okay. I was trying to think channel that. I was thinking that was like in my head somewhere.
All right, we move back over to Carrie for her next selection.
Horror taglines 100.
Horror taglines 100.
Yeah.
Your question is Trapped in time, surrounded by evil, low on gas is the tagline for this 90s horror film.
See, you had no confidence. You gave me a dead marker, Chad.
We will give you time to go grab another one.
Okay.
There's a bunch of them on the couch in the little red thing.
That was Chad's plan all along to give you the dead one. That was his evil plan. All right. Carrie, do you have your answer written down?
Oh, hold on. I
She's
have to
getting
go
it
get a
done.
marker.
Yeah, she's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm ready now.
All right, Carrie
Army of Darkness.
and Chad.
Army of Darkness.
The correct answer is Army of Darkness.
Excuse me. Oh my god.
Yeah, some of these smear like that. It's so weird. That's why I use this
Can't
trusty
win.
brown one. It works.
Just can't win.
All right, we move back over to Chad for his next selection.
Tagline's 200.
Tagline's 200. Your question is: this film's tagline is "When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth."
Shut up, Carrie.
Sometimes something just like burns into your memory when you're young, and this is one that is like that for me.
All right, are both competitors in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chad
I said Dawn of the Dead.
and Carrie.
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh.
Correct answer is Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, the guess was right.
I think they used the same tagline for the remake. That's why it's burned into me. What? How many points? I get negative points for guessing stuff wrong.
No,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I hit the negative button instead.
Oh, is it tallied up right?
This was 200.
Yeah, this is 200 points.
600. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, because Chad got one right that you got wrong, and then vice versa. So, yeah. My fault. I actually hit the minus.
Wrong.
I'm
sorry?
He just got one right, but it's still it's good.
Does it still add up to the?
My score is correct.
Okay.
I haven't been keeping track.
I think Chad's is too, because I think he got a 200-point question right that I got wrong.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the minus instead of the plus.
That's okay. I was just like, oh, are we playing that way?
No. All right, we are.
Yeah, well,
I believe we are.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hunter.
No, it's fine. I believe we're back on Carrie for her next pick.
Okay. Let's do zombies for 200.
Zombies for 200. Your question is: Zack Snyder directed this 2021 zombie film.
Oh man, this is a movie.
Yeah, it is indeed a movie. Is it a good movie? I don't know. I've never seen it.
Really? Okay.
You could probably skip it, bro.
You could definitely.
It's way too long for what it is. It's really
so
long.
It's not good.
I mean, that's a Zack Snyder thing to do. He decided to drop this 4-hour Snyder cut.
And which is amazing.
But it's like a great movie. And then he decided, hey, let's keep going. I'm just going to do like an epilogue.
Oh, yeah. That
I'm just going to keep it going.
All right. Both answers in?
Yes.
Chad.
I think it's called Army of the Dead.
And Carrie.
Army of the Dead.
Correct answer is indeed Army of the Dead. All right. Back to Chad.
Actors 200.
Actors 200.
Is that the Daily Double?
This legendary actor was in films such as 1973's The Wicker Man and 1999's Sleepy Hollow.
An
incredible actor, man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil anything. Both answers in?
Yes.
Carrie.
Christopher Lee.
And Chad.
Christopher Lee.
Correct answer is indeed Christopher Lee.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
What?
All right.
Yeah, our family group chat is just like blowing up right now.
I feel that. Back to Carrie for her next selection.
Movie release dates for 300.
All right, movie release dates 300. The films Reanimator and The Return of the Living Dead were released in this year. I love Reanimator, one of my favorite B movies.
I actually really like Return of the Living Dead. I need to rewatch.
I like Reanimator more than Return of the Living Dead.
I'm the opposite, but I have to. But it's been a long time since we watched Reanimator.
Oh, we should watch it again.
We only watched it that one time in
really
October.
It's on Shudder.
Yeah.
Like, that's a Shudder mainstay.
I think it's just because I thought the Return of the Living Dead was a really good horror comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's really funny.
I was kind of bored by it.
Mm.
All right, both answers in.
Yes.
Carrie
1988.
and Chad.
I said 1986.
The correct answer? 1985.
Gosh.
I was closer.
You were closer.
Yeah.
Somebody's closer.
All right, we're
Knew it was
back to Chad. We're back to Chad.
Actors 300.
Uh-oh. Hunter, you're frozen. Okay,
Oh.
now you're back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. You chose what? I'm sorry, Chad.
Actors 300.
Actors 300. Your question is, this actor portrayed Leatherface in 1974's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
This is where Carrie
I don't
laps
know.
me.
I don't think this is right. I think it's like vaguely like on like I have the initials right.
Give me a second here.
Take all the time you need.
It's just been a while. Like there's it's so frustrating when there's questions and you're like, I knew this at one time in my life. Like I knew Doug Bradley was Hellraiser at one point in my life, and like it just like has since gone.
It just slips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one I used to definitely know.
All right. All answers in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chad.
I think it's Billy McDougal.
And Carrie.
I said Gunnar Hansen.
The correct answer is Gunnar Hansen.
Oh, okay, it was still locked in there.
Good job. I've heard that name before.
Carrie takes a 100-point lead going to... Is it Chad's turn?
Yeah. No, I chose horror actors. Carrie's turn.
Carrie's turn.
Movie release dates for 400.
All right. Your question is, Roger Corman's The Masquerade of the Red Death was released in this year.
Oh, Lord.
They keep getting harder. The Masquerade of the Red Death. Oh, good old Corman films.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen one. Have I seen one?
I have no idea.
He did like a lot of B, like 70s and 80s, like B level horror movies. So like Pieces.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's a big producer. I just don't think I've seen any of his directed films.
Yeah. Both answers in?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Carrie's on her phone,
Sorry,
so she's cheating.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
Sorry.
She's in the group chat.
All right, both answers in?
Yeah.
All right, Carrie.
1938.
Oh my God.
And Chad.
Classics director.
Oh, really?
So I said 1982.
Oh, whoops.
The correct answer is 1964.
Okay, so he is a classics director, but not a classics director.
I didn't realize.
All right.
Like,
we move back over
James
to
Whale.
Chad.
Okay. Comedies 300.
All right, horror comedies for 300. Your question is: Nicholas Hoult and Teresa Palmer star in this 2013 zombie horror comedy. All right, both answers in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Carrie
Warm Bodies.
and Chad.
Warm Bodies.
The correct answer is Warm Bodies. Good job, guys.
Thank you. One we haven't seen.
I've seen.
Oh, one
saw that
I
in the-
haven't seen.
I saw that in the theater.
Not
All right,
Not with you.
back to Carrie, I believe.
movie release dates for 500.
Ooh, big question. Here we go. 500-point movie release date. The sequel, See No Evil 2, was released in this year. All right.
Right.
Both answers in?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Carrie
2006.
and Chad.
2010.
The correct answer is 2014.
I thought the first one came out in 08. So I was like,
yeah.
I think it's after 08. I don't know. I could
I
be
think
wrong on
that's
that.
right.
too.
No, I think we just talked about it last episode, and it was
See
like,
No Evil was 2006.
That's where you were going.
All right. Back to Chad.
Taglines 300.
Taglines 300. Your question is: This film has the tagline, "Even nice people can go to hell." I love this tagline. It works on so many different levels. All right. Answers in.
I
mhm.
guess.
Chad
Let's just guess Drag Me to Hell.
and Carrie.
I also said "Drag Me to Hell."
Well, that is the correct answer. Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah. Killer
Good
ending.
job. Very. All right, Carrie, back to you.
Zombies 300.
Zombies 300, getting rid of the 300s. Your question is: This 2003 zombie movie, directed by Hugh Boll, was an adaptation of a video game.
Which one?
Zombie movie directed by. Oh no.
I'm just gonna get one. He definitely has multiple horror movie video game adaptations, and I feel like he probably also has multiple ones that are within the zombie genre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just.
I don't think it's the one I put.
I don't think it's
this
so
was
either.
different.
But I have a couple guesses. I'm just not sure all that he directed. So Yeah.
I kind of want.
you do you.
No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna be mad if it's the other one I'm thinking of.
All right, both answers in.
Yeah,
All right, Carrie
I said Alone in the Dark, but I feel like it might be Left 4 Dead.
and Chad.
I also said Alone in the Dark, but I was thinking of maybe switching it to Doom.
The correct answer is House of the
I-
Dead.
the Dead.
I thought of House of the Dead, and I didn't put it.
House of the Dead.
I wasn't sure if that was a video game movie, but I knew Alone in the Dark was. That's why I went for that one. It's another
All right,
Taylor cameo, by the way.
back over to Chad for his next selection.
Comedies 400.
Comedies 400. Your question is: Brian Yerna directed this 1990 horror comedy sequel.
What are you laughing at?
Because it says Yasna and he said Yurna. It's
Oh.
just like Hunter's great.
I can't read last names sometimes. Okay.
Oh, I have no idea here. 1990. Oh, was it Home Alone 2 Lost in New York? No, wait, that was the first Home Alone. Came out in 1990. 1991 was Home Alone 2. What was it, 1992?
Okay, I got one.
Horror comedy sequel, 1990. Ooh. Yeah, let me throw down.
I'm interested in what.
I don't know if
These
this
guys are gonna
is
put-
supposed to be a horror comedy, but it is one.
All right, both answers in.
Yeah.
Chad
I said House 2, the second story.
Ooh, that was a good one.
and
That's what
Carrie.
it was. I said Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2.
The correct answer is Bride of Reanimator.
All right.
I feel
Bride
like
of Reanimator.
maybe that was in my.
We had good guesses.
I think that was in my horror trivia quiz actually, and then apparently I didn't learn it.
All right, we move over to Carrie.
Zombies 400.
Zombies 400. Your question is: this 2017 British zombie film was directed by John McFell and stars Ella Hunt.
I know one 2017 British zombie film.
All right, both answers in.
Yes.
Carrie,
Anna and the Apocalypse.
Chad,
Shit. I said Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Ooh, that's a good one.
correct answer
Yeah,
is
Anna.
Anna and the Apocalypse.
Good job, Carrie. I didn't even think of that one for some reason.
I didn't think
All
of
right.
zombies.
Well, 'cause it's fun.
That's fair.
All right, we move back over to Chad.
Actors 400.
Actors 400. Your question is: this horror actress was in such films as You're Next and The Lords of Salem.
Multiple choice.
Sorry, there's no multiple choice in this game. But man, You're Next is amazing.
That movie's so good. Oh, so good.
It deserves a rewatch from me, though. I watched it like twice, I think. I need to watch it again.
And we only watched it once actually, and we were like, "Oh, this is so good," and then we never watched it again.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Ready or Not had a big influence by You're Next.
Yeah, I feel like a good triple feature would be like You're Next, Evil Dead 2013, and Ready or Not, because they're all kind of like leading lady, final girl, but like super gory, but also like kind of like funny a little bit. Like
I would probably skip Evil Dead 2013 and instead do.
You could probably put Rise in there.
Well, I was gonna say The Guest because it's by the same director as.
yeah, but it's not the
You're
same
Next.
vibe.
Why not?
It just isn't.
Okay. It also has a badass final
Yeah,
girl.
but it's not like gory.
It's
like,
not gory, but it doesn't matter. It's still a great thriller.
I love these conversations, man.
You're not.
Oh, but you know what? Also, would be a good double feature would be like You're Next and Hush
Mm-hmm.
and The Stranger.
Ooh, that would be a good one. Yeah,
That's
like home invasion type movies.
Yeah, that's a home invasion triple. Okay.
All right, answers in.
Yeah.
All right, Carrie
I said Barbara Crampton.
and Chad.
I don't even know if this is the right actress or if this is even her name, but it said Shawnee Smith.
The correct answer is Barbara
Oh,
Crampton.
good job, Carrie.
Thank you. I was like, I'm pretty sure she's in You're Next.
Carrie is dwarfing me now. I need a good 500.
All right,
actually.
We move over to Chad, I believe, right?
We'll just taglines.
Taglines 400.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. This film has the tagline "Silence can be killer."
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
Mm,
I'm just imagining the Jeopardy theme like running behind this.
I'm just gonna go so basic. This is not right.
All right, both answers in.
Yeah.
All right, Chad.
I was between two. The one I wrote in A Quiet Place, but I ended up going with Don't Breathe.
Oh.
And Carrie.
I said Silent Hill.
The correct answer, we literally just talked about this, guys, is
Oh.
Hush.
Oh my god.
I thought about Hush, and then I didn't write it.
Yep, Hush is the correct answer. All right, we got the 500 points left. We move over to Carrie.
Zombies.
Zombies for 500. Your question is: Steve Miner directed this 2008 remake of a classic zombie film.
2008.
Steve Miner has been a part of a lot of franchises that you wouldn't think he'd be a part of.
Yeah, he did a Friday the 13th, and I think he definitely did one of the, I think it was H2O, right?
Yep, he did a Halloween H2O.
Zombie.
But what zombie film did he remake?
Oh my god.
These 500 points were so fun to come up with. All right, let's see if either Chad or Carrie can pull this. Are you guys in?
I don't think I'm gonna get it, so just let Chad show his answer.
Chad?
I was wondering if maybe it was like a direct to DVD remake kind of a deal. So I just said Day of the Dead. I have no idea.
And Carrie, you have nothing?
I have no idea.
The correct answer is Day of the Dead.
Wow.
I did not think I was right at all.
I didn't know there was a Day of the Dead. I was like, what classic zombie films are there besides
George
the three
Romero,
George
yeah.
Romero movies?
I don't think.
And like,
Good job, Chad.
1990.
I think I remember our good friend Austin one time said that there was a remake of Day of the Dead when we were ranking those movies. So I was like, maybe that's it. There's so many like remakes that like you haven't heard of unless you just like research the straight to DVD ones and stuff.
All right. We move back over to Carrie for her next selection.
Taglines for 500.
All right, 500 tagline. Your question is: This 2010s film has a tagline, "Just because you're invited doesn't mean you're welcome."
Oh my gosh. I know I've seen this a bunch before and like, oh, duh.
Oh, she's got it. And I
All right, both answers locked.
no.
Tunka. You're such a cute baby.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm between
That's
two.
fine.
Go with the one. That's a better movie.
Fantastic. That I have in my head.
The one that's better. Go with it.
She's trying her Obi-Wan Kenobi trick.
This is probably wrong.
All right, we locked.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, Carrie
Get Out.
and Chad.
Nope, that's not what I wrote. I went What We Do in the Shadows.
Correct answer is Get Out.
I wasn't
Okay.
that. I was between that and what I wrote and Ready or Not. I didn't even think of Get Out.
Ah, I see. All right, back to Chad.
Comedies.
Comedy 500. Your question is: this horror parody film this horror parodies film cast includes Regina Hall, Anna Faris, and Tim Curry.
Which one is
I
that?
can't read sometimes.
Oh.
What?
Good Lord, Tank.
Tink's like, show me some attention.
Taylor.
Jen, you gotta anticipate so I can turn my head before they pan away from her.
All right, answers locked.
Yes.
All right, Chad
I said Scary Movie 2.
and Carrie.
I said the first one. I don't think Tim Curry's in 3, which is the only one I actually like.
The correct answer is Scary Movie 2.
Good job, Chad.
This is a close game going into the final question, which is horror actors for 500 points. You guys ready?
Yes.
Your question is, these two actors have both portrayed Dr. Loomis in the Halloween franchise.
So this means Carrie's going to win.
You know these both. Oh. Yeah. I just studied Halloween a bunch and then didn't.
Ooh.
So.
All right. If we're both locked, we go with Carrie.
Donald Pleasance and Malcolm McDowell.
And Chad.
I had the same thing.
The correct answer is Malcolm McDowell and Donald Pleasance. And your winner is Carrie. 3,700 points to 3,300 points.
Tight game.
Good job. That was a very tight game. Congratulations, Carrie.
We would have tied.
Yeah.
I just didn't come up with that.
Congratulations, Carrie.
Bunch. Thank you. Thanks
So,
for putting it together, Hunter.
Of course, that was fun. So, what did you guys think of Horror Jeopardy?
I loved it.
Yeah, it was really fun. You wrote some really great questions. I think you've been improving in the questions.
Well, yeah, I think it just gets hard when you're running a whole league and writing like
definitely
all the questions, and then also
Mhm.
the same categories keep coming up over and over.
For sure,
again.
for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We're kind of going to end this early because next week we are doing Buffy season 6 part 2. I can't wait to rank the final half of the season. So Chad and Carrie, where can people find you?
I'm not really going to do many plugs. Just Chadwick Webb YouTube channel. Picture This Dill Pickle Movie Network. I reverse those. And here. So yeah, that stuff, Letterbox, all that. But yeah, I'm excited for Buffy. I actually been watching season 6 to just so I can like have thoughts fresh in my mind. Even though I've seen it so many times, sometimes I'm like, what episode does this happen in? Sometimes, so
yeah.
now I'm refreshing.
But
my
you
mind
forget like those little moments in each episode.
Yes.
Like
yeah,
and you might even like write off an episode and go like, isn't
Yes.
that episode? And then you go like, there's this one moment in this episode that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and as someone who's watching this for the first time, I have a really cool perspective on like watching it as we are doing this, so I get to like it's fresh on my mind as we're talking about it, which is pretty
Absolutely.
cool.
Where are you at?
episode 17.
Which one is that?
So you're like right. So he's on Buffy. Mental.
Oh,
did you watch
the
that
last one?
one?
Was Normal Again. You
Normal
watched,
Again.
right?
Thank you.
Yeah, where she thought she was in the mental hospital. We texted about that.
Yes, yes. I just finished that episode.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think Chad messaged and was like, "Oh,
shit's about to hit the fan. Yeah. It's about to get real.
It does. It gets real.
I can't wait.
It's crazy.
In a couple different ways, it gets really real.
Many ways, it gets crazy.
But then it gets really exciting. So
I'm actually intrigued about what I'm going to feel about the half end of the season, because I know a lot of people have mixed thoughts on the season as a whole.
I'm very intrigued, Hunter. Like, I am really curious to hear what you are going to think about it. Because
I'm excited to get back to it.
I think it is the most. I think the episodes you're going into are the most divisive episodes in like the fandom.
Ooh, divisive. I love that word.
Or like, and the episodes that made people stop watching the show.
Their loss.
Ooh, that's intriguing.
And I'm very excited to talk about it, and I feel like the context also of the time of the early 2000s is going to be important as well. In different ways.
It'll be good to have that perspective. I'm glad that you've done that.
Yeah.
More of that research than I have. So.
And by research, I listen to Buffy podcasts.
And that one that I really like all that much. Yeah. Because all they do is just shit talk on Xander the whole time.
Why do people hate Xander, man? He's one of my favorite characters.
I know. Same.
You know. I see where they're, but Xander has his great moments. I love Xander.
But he has like the not great moments are like in like the first or season or something.
Yes.
And then they just like don't want to.
I think
it also plays on the fact that like Nicholas Brendan hasn't been so well as like a person.
I think it's mostly there.
Really.
Some little lines of dialogue or some like little character things. I say more during the early seasons that they give him, and I'm just like
sometimes
it's very
like that packed episode was wild. Like I didn't like that episode in season 1.
Yeah,
where he's like he's the leader of the pack.
I would say Xander is the most like of his time character
in high school. I would say,
yeah, in high school and of that time.
Like we just watched
I know.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not blaming you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we just watched The Freshman again because I have other friends who are watching Buffy, and we got so excited when Xander came back from his cross country trip or whatever that he actually didn't make it on. And he talked about the ladies' nightclub or whatever. What was the club called?
I don't remember.
and then he like basically like gives Buffy her inspiration back, and I'm like, this is what he does.
Yeah.
And it's like people hate on him, and I'm like, it makes me so mad. Anyways, I don't know. But yeah, this
getting
fun
getting
game.
off topic, but you know what? That was fun. I cannot wait for next week's episode to get into it, to see what I think. It's gonna be so fun. If it's as divisive as Carrie says it is, man, I can't wait to see what I think about it.
I'm also curious I think one thing you'll definitely find very divisive off the bat, but I'm more curious if the other thing you'll find as divisive, I think is very much like a
and because Hunter's coming from a are you a Zoomer, Hunter? Because you're coming from like
I'm technically a millennial.
You're like the late stage millennial, early stage Zoomer kind of a deal.
Yeah.
And so you're coming from like that perspective. And so we're like a little bit older than that.
Ancient, man.
I feel like you're ancient. So I feel like you're gonna have a so like maybe take some mental notes or some actual notes if you want. And we're just gonna have to actually like cover it from a like a respectful way and just like talk about like
This might be an episode actually we don't do live. Might be better.
I think we can handle it respectfully.
Okay.
Where we talk about like the mature like themes that happen, and why it would probably upset someone, and also from like a story perspective, what is it doing?
Yeah.
Because I think like you
I
have
am
to look at
so
both perspectives,
Yeah.
and it's actually there's two separate things that we're talking about.
There are two separate
Mhm.
things. Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna have to cover this one carefully, but like actually like talk about how we feel about it from a story perspective, and then how we feel about it from a woke perspective. I don't like that the word woke. Or
I don't like that term.
No, but I would say from a more enlightened perspective.
Okay, that's a better word for it. Yeah.
Or more educated perspective.
Yeah.
Like our society is,
This
in the US.
sounds like the discussion we had around Talk to Me. Like
maybe a little
that
bit.
type of like intellectual like back and forth that we had with that one about like the drug use and the the mental image of that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that there's anything like problematic going on. I think it's like a sensitive thing that you would need kind of like when we watched Fargo, and that season had an episode that said, warning, there's like domestic issues going on in this episode. So it could be kind of triggering. So I'm interested
to see put a trigger warning.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see like where you're coming from as far as like what you've read, to see if you think it's like actually problematic or what. So like this is the kind of talk that we're going to be doing in the Buffy episode.
I don't think. Yeah.
Because I don't know where you're coming from. So I'm interested to hear about that. Are you talking about
I will say I am super excited to finally learn what they're talking about here, because I'm someone who I love, very detailed and mature conversations. So if Buffy can bring me to have these type of darker topics, I'm super excited to see what we can get into with it.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's gonna. I don't know.
Well, it's gonna be fun because we're talking about a show that we love.
Yeah.
The topic surrounding it might not be fun, is what she's saying.
Yes, that's what I mean.
No, I mean I know what she means, but like there's a lot of in the next that next batch of 11. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. There's like a couple strong things that can be hard to watch.
There's somebody who loves Buffy right now who is screaming like by their TV sets. Like
it'll be really
what you guys are talking about.
Interesting to get on, and I gotta rewatch those episodes as well, so I can. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go do chores.
Okay.
Go sleep.
All right, guys. So this is the end of this episode. If you guys did enjoy it, please hit the like button, subscribe to Nerd Entertainment Network down below. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.